Welcome back to Quest Puzzle. Ready to test your knowledge on the Olympic Games? In this quiz, we'll challenge you with some fun and tricky questions about the world's greatest sporting event. From historic moments to legendary athletes, we've got it all. Think you can get a perfect score? Let's find out. In which city were the first modern Olympic Games held in 1896? The right answer is Athens. Which country has won the most Olympic medals in history? It is USA. What do the 5 rings on the Olympic flag represent? It represents the 5 continents. Which sport made its debut at the Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympics? It's skateboarding. In which year were the Winter Olympics first held? It's 1924. Who is the most decorated Olympian of all time? The most decorated Olympian of all time is Michael Phelps. Which city will host the 2024 Summer Olympics? It is Paris. What is the official motto of the Olympic Games? Citius, Altius, Fortius. Which country hosted the 2018 Winter Olympics? It's been in South Korea. What is the name of the ceremony that marks the official opening of the Olympic Games? It's called the opening ceremony. Which ancient civilization started the Olympic Games? The Greeks. How often are the Olympic Games held? It is held every 4 years. Which city hosted the Summer Olympics in 2012? London. What color is the middle ring on the Olympic flag? It's black. Which sport is known as the king of sports and is also an Olympic event? Soccer, football. Which country hosted the 2016 Summer Olympics? The correct answer is Brazil. What is the maximum number of athletes a country can send for each track and field event in the Olympics? If you have picked 3, you are correct. In which country were the 2008 Summer Olympics held? The right answer is China. How many gold medals did Michael Phelps win in his Olympic career? It's 23. What is the term for the final torchbearer who lights the Olympic flame? The final torchbearer. Which country has hosted the Winter Olympics the most times? USA. Which Olympic Games were canceled due to World War II? 1940 and 1944 is the right answer. Which city hosted the first Winter Olympics? Chamonix. In what year did women first compete in the Olympics? They first competed in 1900. Which sport uses the term clean and jerk? Weightlifting. What event combines cross-country skiing and shooting? Biathlon. Which country won the most medals in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics? USA. In which year were the first Paralympic Games held? 1960 is correct. What is the name of the awards given to winners in the Olympic Games? Medals. Which athlete is known as the fastest man in the world? Usain Bolt is known as the fastest man in the world. Which country is known for its dominance in Olympic gymnastics? It is Russia. How many sports were included in the first modern Olympic Games? 9 is correct. Which Olympic Games were the first to be broadcast on television? 1936 Berlin Olympics. What is the name of the mascot for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics? It is Mirai Toa. Which country has never missed a single modern Olympic Games? Correct answer is Greece. In which city did the USA Miracle on Ice hockey team win gold? Lake Placid. Which athlete has won the most Olympic medals for gymnastics? If you have picked Larissa Lattanina, you are correct. What is the first event in the men's decathlon? It is 100 meters. In which year were the first Youth Olympic Games held? 2010 is correct. Which sport combines fencing, swimming, show jumping, shooting, and running? Modern pentathlon. How many rings are on the Olympic flag? There are 5 rings. Which country won the first ever Olympic gold medal in 1896? USA. Which city hosted the 1996 Summer Olympics? Atlanta. Which city will host the 2028 Summer Olympics? 2028 Summer Olympics will be hosted in Los Angeles. What is the distance of a marathon race in the Olympics? 42,195 kilometers. In which sport do athletes use a pommel horse? Gymnastics. Which country has won the most gold medals in boxing? It is USA. Which swimmer has won the most Olympic medals in women's swimming? Jenny Thompson is correct. Which sport made its debut at the 2000 Sydney Olympics? Triathlon. In which country were the 1964 Summer Olympics held? Japan is correct. Which city hosted the first Paralympic Winter Games? Not sure I pronounce it correctly. Let me try. It is Örnsköldsvik. Which country won the first ever Olympic gold medal in women's ice hockey? It is USA. Which country won the first FIFA World Cup and has also hosted the Olympics? The right answer is Uruguay. How many players are there in an Olympic basketball team? 12 is correct. What is the name of the ceremony that marks the end of the Olympic Games? The closing ceremony. Which country has won the most medals in the Winter Olympics? If you have picked Norway, you are correct. Which Olympic event involves horses and riders jumping over obstacles? Show jumping. What do the colors of the Olympic rings represent? The colors of all the national flags. Which country has won the most Olympic gold medals in men's basketball? USA is the right answer. Who holds the record for the most Olympic medals won by a female athlete? The right answer is Larisa Latminina. That's it for today, guys. Write down in the comments how many of them you got right. Pick the next quiz and catch you there.